Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today I'm back with a CD collection update. I got quite a good selection here. I think you'll like. Let's see, I got two collections, I got three collections, three individual album CDs, and two box sets of CDs I'll show off. But first I'll show I got Evanescence Fallen. Pretty good album from 2003. Everybody knows Evanescence, you know. Wake me up inside, you know, all that. Bring Me to Life, of course. My Immortal's on here. My Immortal is like a song that I listen to whenever, like, I'm trying to chill out. I like the band version a little bit more. I don't know if this one's on here or that one's on here. I don't know, but I like the band version where, like, the band comes in later on. But, pretty good album. Definitely listen to it. Definitely recommend it. Going Under is also on here. Forgot to mention. Evanescence Fallen. Next up, I got two by the same band. I'm trying to get all the other three of their albums, but... Or no, the other four of their albums, actually, come to think of it. These are two of my favorite albums from them. Definitely, definitely... God, man, I'm having trouble with the case here, guys. Sorry. Definitely... two of my favorite albums by this band. It's a band that everybody loves. It's a band that I love. If the freaking case would close. Mom, I'm doing a YouTube video. Sorry, guys. My mom interrupted me. But I got Enema by Tool. And I got Lateralis. It's kind of messing up. I gotta probably replace the case. Or, oh, there we go. Okay, what the frick, man? There we go. Okay. The booklet was kind of messing up. Booklet was kind of messing up. But, yes, Enema and Lateralis by Tool. I have Lateralis on a 2-disc picture disc vinyl over there, so, yeah. And now for my three collections. I have Grim Reaper, the Grimm Chronicles. It's the first three albums whenever they were known as Grim Reaper. See You in Hell, Fear No Evil, and Rock You to Hell. Rock You to Hell is my personal favorite. It's got my favorite song, which is Rock You to Hell, which is probably their most popular song. Really good new wave British heavy metal band from the 80s. Steve Grimmett, the lead vocalist, just passed away here a little bit over a month ago. And I figured I'd buy this in memory of him. It was only 30 bucks. It was brand new. It was definitely worth it because I love all three of these albums. And they're not very easy to find on CD or, you know, music format in general. So, happy to have it. And then, for my other collection, I got Dokken. The original album series comes with the first 5 albums. Comes with Breaking the Chains, Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, which is my personal favorite. Back for the Attack, and Beast from the East. Which I'm pretty sure that's like a greatest hits or something like that. Could be live, I don't know. But only cost me about 18 bucks, and I get 5 good albums on there. So yeah. Testament original album series is made by the same company. I also have a Dio one that I showed off years ago, last year. But this has The Legacy, The New Order, Practice What You Preach, Souls of Black, and The Ritual. 5 really good albums. And if I were to buy these individually on like jewel cases, it probably would have been more than what I paid for, because I only paid about 20 bucks for this. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know which one to show off first. I guess I'll show this one off because it's smaller. But I got all the albums by the almighty Black Sabbath in this collection right here. It's Black Sabbath, the studio albums from 1970 to 2017. Also comes with their live album, The End. You know, not a whole lot of these were made, and a lot of people were selling theirs for like 300 bucks, 200 bucks. I got mine for $75. Well, it was actually 82 because it's tax and everything. So worth it, and it was all like brand new and everything. But it comes with a little booklet, and I guess I'll show off all the albums. Why not? Hold up here. But I got self-titled debut. Really good album. I got Paranoid. Master of Reality. Volume 4. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Sabotage. This is my favorite of the Ozzy era. It's got my favorite Ozzy Sabbath song, which is Symptom of the Universe. And it's, to be honest, probably my second favorite Sabbath album. Not gonna lie there. Technical Ecstasy and Never Say Die. This one's alright. Not as bad as people say it is, but it's not that great. Heaven and Hell. This is my favorite Black Sabbath album. This was the first one with Ronnie James Dio, of Dio, of course. Mob Rules, which was the second Dio album. Born Again, which this featured Ian Gillan, who was the original vocalist for Deep Purple. It's not a bad album. I think it's pretty decent. Seventh Star. I've really never listened to this one that much, but, you know, I don't know. It was supposed to be a Tony Iommi solo album. That's why it says featuring Tony Iommi. But Tony Iommi, he was the only member that was on every single album from Black Sabbath. So shout out to him. He's one of the greatest guitarists of all time. The Eternal Idol. Tear. Headless Cross. This is definitely in my top. It's probably my number 5 favorite. It's an underrated one too. Humanizer. This was the third one and last one with Ronnie James Dio, because later on they would form Heaven and Hell for one album, which was the band Heaven and Hell, which he did with the Black Sabbath members. But then they only had one album, and then he died in 2010. So, you know, Cross Purposes. Forbidden. This is their worst album. Sounds like absolute dog shit, but yeah, but the album cover is kind of cool. And their last studio album, 13, which came out 18 years after Forbidden. This was the one with the return from Ozzy, and it's pretty decent. I mean, you know, it's definitely on my lower tier. It's definitely one of my least favorites, but it's not bad. And then The End, which this is their last live album. It's their last concert. What I like, though, is that, so they give you 2 CDs right here, which are the audio, but then they give you a Blu-ray of the actual footage, so you could actually watch it. And I was watching it, and man, it was purely amazing. Like, but yeah, that's Black Sabbath box set. Really was worth $75. It's great. So I'm happy with that purchase. And this one right here cost me $108. Thank God I have a job, so I make money. Sorry, I gotta have my water. This is, and I will admit the box did come in damaged, but I'll just show it to you. Yep, that's right, folks. AC/DC box set from 2006, I believe. It comes with all their studio albums up until Stiff Upper Lip. So literally, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it comes with 13 studio albums. Their soundtrack to the Maximum Overdrive movie Who Made Who, and then 3 live albums. If You Want Blood, You Got It, 74 Jailbreak, and then AC/DC Live. So, you know, but they all come in jewel cases. But the box, the bottom of it was broken, and I couldn't fit it on my shelf like this, like standing upright like this. So since the bottom of it was broken, I just shoved it in, put the CDs in there, and it fits like this perfectly. And so I can slide them out, you know, easily. But the ones that come with it are, they're kind of hard to get out, I will admit, like at least in this position. But I got High Voltage, and I checked all these CDs. Yeah, a lot of these CD cases are freaking broken, but I have extra CD cases I can replace them with, so I'm not really worried about it. God, man. Can't believe that crap's freaking broken. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. See how this CD case is. I'm surprised it's not broken. Honestly, this is my least favorite of the Bon Scott era. It's not bad, though. Let There Be Rock. My second favorite of the Bon Scott era. And one of my favorite albums by AC/DC, so. This one's also not broken. I already had to replace the one for Highway to Hell, so. Yeah. Power Rage. This one's good also. Okay. Power Rage. My favorite song on here is the closing track, Kicked in the Teeth. One of the best closing tracks of all time. I just love that. Two-Face while I with my two-faced lies. Now, now, now. Yep. This is the one I had to replace right here. This is Highway to Hell, of course. My favorite Bon Scott album. My second favorite album by AC/DC. Favorite song on here is Walk All Over You. You know, you guys probably heard that in Grown Ups. But the title track, Girls Got Rhythm, Night Prowler. You know, just a really good album. And a good album cover, too. I also have this on vinyl. Same with Power Rage. I have Power Rage. I have Power Rage, Highway to Hell, and the next one up. I have Back in Black also on vinyl, too. But here's the CD one. Of course, this is their most popular. It's probably It's probably one of the most best-selling albums of all time. It's sold like 60 million copies, which is really good. See if this one's broken or not. Nope, all good. It's a picture of Angus right there. He's looking. I'm surprised he's not. I'm surprised he's not in his little schoolboy uniform. You know, my favorite song on here is probably "What Do You Do for Money, Honey," but Hell's Bells, Shoot to Thrill. Let Me Put My Love Into You. The title track's a little overrated, but it's not a bad song at all. But yep, AC/DC, Back in Black. For those about to rock, we salute you. So here's AC/DC, For Those About to Rock. This came a year after Back in Black. This is a pretty good album. I've always been a big fan of that album cover. It's so simple. It's just a can, but it's so simple. Really good album. Oh, come on, darn it. AC/DC, Flick of the Switch. I think this CD case is kind of broken. I'm gonna have to replace some of these cases. I'll probably have to replace that case right there too. Let's see. Fly on the Wall. It's a decent album. It's not bad. It's not great though. Who Made Who? This is not a studio album, but it is a soundtrack that they did. It's 9 songs. Yeah, You Shook Me All Night Long, DT, Sing It to Pink, Right On. It's a soundtrack for the Maximum Overdrive film. The reason that they did the soundtrack is because Stephen King, who directed Maximum Overdrive, he's the horror writer who wrote it, but he wanted to direct a movie, and he chose AC/DC, who's his favorite band, to do the soundtrack. And they agreed, and it's not a bad soundtrack. Like, I mean, the movie sucks, but the best part about it is the soundtrack. So, yeah. 1988's Blow Up Your Video. Not a bad album, not great, but you know, it's definitely something I would listen to. AC/DC, Razor's Edge. This is whenever Thunderstruck came out, and it's played at every freaking ball game, and I just got glass. It's broken. There's glass pieces, so I gotta replace this one too. Okay, yeah, I gotta replace this one too. Here we got Ball Breaker from 1995. Again, you know, it's not bad. It's actually kind of underrated in my opinion. And then Stiff Upper Lip. It's okay. It's a little bit softer than some of their other albums, but it's not bad at all. And then I got If You Want Blood, You've Got It. 1974 Jailbreak, which I believe this was an EP, I believe. And then AC/DC Live. But yeah, that's it for the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.